Seamilk,
Yeah.
this is fairly terrifying.
I won't lie, I agree.
I'm far more relaxed than I should be, to be honest.
Yeah, that's actually the worst thing.
I've got to say that I don't know, man. Maybe India, maybe not. I think Vietnam's probably one of the worst, most dangerous countries I've ever ridden a motorcycle in.
I remember you, you lift my spirit, with you high is all I'm feeling, remember how we felt alive.
It is. I wanted to make this a bit of a shootout because we'll talk about specific issues compared to riding in China.
Yeah.
And not just riding, guys. This is going to be about just how traffic works in both countries, but
Yeah, don't reverse on the highway.
without a doubt,
Yeah.
the worst country I've ever ridden in. It's fun,
Yeah.
but I've never seen such danger on the road
Yeah.
as I have in Vietnam, and I've seen a lot of shit.
Yeah, what's that burning over there?
I don't know. Whoa.
Yeah, sorry.
So first of all, where are we?
We're
in Vietnam.
We're in Gamuda land.
We're in Gamuda land, wherever that is. And this is a main road. So this is like probably fairly safe in comparison to a lot of things.
What we've been seeing so far, yes, definitely. Can you explain a little bit about what the driving situation is, or the riding situation is here?
What I've noticed is that there are no real... people don't stop for traffic lights. People don't look when they pull out.
Look, this guy's like half and half. What is
He's
that?
half
It's
and
like
half.
cream
And
and
there's
milk.
no law enforcement. I haven't seen one cop, traffic cop or otherwise,
No.
actually doing anything about this.
No.
And I've seen, you know, families piled up 6 on a bike, pulling out without looking into traffic and almost getting hit.
Yeah.
It's stuff we see all the time in China. But it's even crazier here, I think, because of the population density. I mean, there's almost 100 million people in this country, and a lot of them are around here, around Hanoi.
Right.
And it's crazy. It moves, and I don't see a whole lot of accidents or anything.
Sure.
Like, it kind of just, the chaos works together, but it's very, very scary. And when you actually look at the data, you can't be one of those guys that says, oh, it just works. No, it doesn't, because it's one of the highest traffic fatality rates in the world. It's very high up there.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for that. What have been your impressions?
Well, in order to ride here, you have to be relaxed.
Yes.
Number one. Luckily, both you and I, see like these guys just pulling out without looking.
Right.
Both you and I have had years of experience riding in similar circumstances in China.
Right.
China is almost as bad.
Right. Not quite. But almost.
No, but it's almost as bad. There are things that are worse about China, which I'll get into in a minute. But the whole thing is you have to be relaxed and you have to go with the flow, right? If you're tense and jittery and nervous, you will definitely have an accident.
Yeah.
Because as you see, the people are just pulling around here. Look, there's no indicators. That guy's just like pulling in front of me.
Right.
If I was nervous and jittery, I'd be like, oh my word, and I'd like swerve into something, or you know what I mean?
You don't want to react.
No, you have to literally go with the flow here. You're part of this chaotic, organized nonsense that's going on here, right?
Right.
I noticed that people are not driving very fast here, which is a good thing.
Right.
Absolutely not driving fast. But I do notice as well that you very often get people coming the wrong way on the road and all that kind of nonsense, right?
Right.
A lot more motorbike traffic than you get in China, obviously, because China bans motorbikes everywhere, which is kind of nice. I like that. But it's super chaotic.
It is.
What is this? This is Oilman.
Are we supposed to get in here?
I don't know.
Okay.
But like, you know, just now we were driving through that village and there was a truck with a dude with a broom on the top, like moving the telephone poles and wires out of the way so the truck could get through. It's kind of ridiculous.
Right.
You know, it's just ridiculous. It's like a comedy. It's like you're watching a clown act, you know?
Right. A dangerous comedy.
Very dangerous clown act comedy. Okay, but here's my thing.
Closed helmet sneezes are the worst.
Especially when it comes through the intercom. Anyway.
Sorry.
There's one thing I've noticed, and that is a lack of big trucks.
Yeah. I mean, they're here.
Yeah, look, there are big trucks, right? They're here for sure. But in China, when we go riding, one of the scariest things is trucks. Actually, there's a big truck. There are big trucks, but you see those in China just ripping at full speed, like, and they're just such death traps. But here, I feel like people drive a little slower. Those trucks are a little bit better mannered, you know?
Right.
So I feel safer from that point of view, but I don't feel safe from the point of view that there are literally people pulling out and doing weird stuff everywhere.
Like if I didn't get on my brakes there, I would have been clipping along wham.
Oh yeah, exactly. What about you? What are your observations?
Yeah, so far I see that there's less of the barreling death trucks. They're there, but they're much slower.
Sure.
More, I can predict their movements a little better. In China, it's almost like they want you to die.
Yeah, they actually
It's almost
do.
like they have like red in their eyes and they're trying to kill you. So that's terrifying, and we've almost, gone under the tires of these trucks before multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not joking. I like touched them physically.
Yes.
Wait, what happened in Tiananmen Square? Ah!
Did you hear about the communist official that owns 3 mansions in Canada? Ah!
Wait, these GDP numbers don't add up. Ah!
Are you tired of this happening to you? Well, with NordVPN, it's no longer a worry.
Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, I can see them all.
Didn't you see the news? Yup, no pork tonight. The swine flu wiped them all out.
Because with NordVPN,
We can see everything.
But that's not all. NordVPN has a lot more uses. We don't only use NordVPN when we're in China. VPNs, or NordVPN specifically, the one that we use, actually creates a safety net around you to make sure that nobody's snooping in on your data. Also, you can use it to hop around and pretend like you're in different countries for different content on the internet, unblock things that your country might block, or get a different perspective on how other countries see the internet. VPNs are especially awesome if you are using unsecured Wi-Fi, like in hotels or in coffee shops, or especially if you're traveling to foreign countries where you don't know how the internet regulations work. Don't forget that you can use nordvpn.com/advchina to get 70% off a 3-year plan, and also if you use the code ADVChina, you're going to get 1 month free. You're going to support the channel, and you're going to have secure internet. Thanks.
And we shouldn't be here today after the kind of crap we've ridden through. That being said, Vietnam, these scooters and these bikes are driving like the trucks in China in that they actually don't care about their lives, I think.
It seems that way.
It's insane, and it's not that it's just working, because I feel like it doesn't. People do die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And they don't have that fate system. I don't think like India does.
Yeah. No, I don't
China's
think
got
so.
a little bit where they believe that, oh, it's not my time. India definitely has that.
Oh, sure.
But really, it's been terrifying to ride here, to the point that it's I don't know, it's hard to collect your thoughts and talk on camera.
Sure.
When all this stuff is happening. But yeah, definitely the worst country I've ridden in so far.
Yeah,
safety
wise, yes.
Safety is just not a concern here.
No, it's not. And I mean, bear in mind, we just came from Taiwan, where there are just as many scooters and bikes, but it's much more organized, it's more orderly. People kind of obey the rules. There's special bike lanes. It's different. It's a different story.
It seems like they care about their safety more.
Yes. I think one thing I can say here is people are kind of equal, no matter if you're in a crappy car or a crappy bike.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because there's a thing in China where when people get a car, they automatically think that they are better than a person on a bike.
Right,
like
right.
their lives are more worth than a person on a bike. In other words, bike riders are scum, and that's also why they drive so badly and they pull out without looking and stuff in cars.
Right.
Because they don't care about bike riders. You're just not, you're subhuman at that point. Whereas I think here everybody, because bikes are a big part of what
Everyone
people ride,
rides
everyone
bike.
rides them, so I think they kind of treat them equally. So there's a bit of, equality of outcome when it comes to riding, you know what I mean?
I agree with that
Yeah.
sentiment. I do think that bikes are so frowned upon in China that when you do have one, people just buy the cheapest ones they can get because they already are in the bottom of the rung.
Yeah.
Here you see different classes of bikes. You have these crappy little step-throughs, you have expensive Vespas, there's classes, because that is the mode of transportation people use.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't imagine why you'd even have a car here, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, like maybe to cover like longer stretches of land. But yeah, it's crazy. The bike culture here is very, very special. Hey, and that guy's got an action cam.
Oh, nice. Yeah, on the top of his helmet. I wonder if that's my friend Troy Nguyen.
I don't think so. Does he ride a motorcycle?
Yeah, he does.
Oh,
Yeah, it does. If he tries to stab me, then we'll know.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, yes. So, 100% China is safer to drive, I think, than here. At
Right,
least
still bad.
Yeah, at least on a motorcycle. I do feel, and I could be wrong about this, but I do feel like people have more compassion towards bike riders here than in China.
That would make sense.
I feel like in China, if you ride a motorcycle, they don't care about you. They probably actually go out of their way to kill you if they had the chance.
Well, that's because here, even if people are in their cars,
Yeah.
they I just cut off GoPro, man.
Oops. Yeah. Oh, we've done a circle. Look, we're back here again with the the sleeping dude. Yeah.
If people are in cars here, they also ride bikes, right?
Sure.
So they're kind of aware of that on the road.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not calming.
No. No, it's not.
If that makes sense. It's not like a
Jeez, can you please not do that?
that they blew on my fucking leg.
Let's just get out of here. Let's go down here. What
Whoa,
are you doing
you
there,
gotta
bro?
let me know.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Like when we get on our bikes in California,
Yeah.
it'll be like, or even just going for a drive, it's like, that's what you do to calm down.
Yeah.
Here, when you get on your bike, this is how you stress up.
Yes.
It's like, man, I feel pretty bored. I want to feel my life kind of escape from me for a few seconds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just so I could appreciate my mortality.
Yeah.
That's how it works here. It's not like it's not a thing you do for enjoyment.
Agreed. 100% agreed. So let's quickly, before we finish this off, let's do a ranking of like danger of the different countries that we've ridden in.
Or driven in. This is all traffic.
Okay, I guess we can throw drift, but
It's
then
not
there's
just bike.
maybe there's a few too many. But let's just go through the kind of Asian ones that we've been in, right?
Okay.
Let's start with the safest. What is the safest country that you've ever ridden or driven in?
Hong Kong.
Oh, in Asia, yeah. Okay, Hong Kong, right?
Okay. Yeah, I drove there for 2 days. It was crowded and there was some traffic and stuff, but I actually can't recall one instance where I felt unsafe.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course. Hong Kong is a very civilized, special autonomous region
Sure.
country.
I'll just do my ranking super quick.
Okay.
Second safest would be Taiwan.
Okay.
I didn't drive or ride in Japan, so I
Right.
don't know. Number 2 is Taiwan. Number 3, I would say, is Thailand. Number 4, I gotta throw Laos. No, I gotta put Laos above Thailand, because although people drove worse there,
Yeah.
there was way less people.
Okay.
There was almost like no one on the road. So
Gotcha.
it's more like they had the driving manners of Vietnam, but there's just no one there.
Sure.
Then I'm gonna put Thailand as number 4. Number 5, I'm gonna go China. And then 6, I will go Vietnam.
Okay. All right.
What about you?
That. Okay. So as far as Asia is concerned, like you, I didn't drive in Japan, but my friend Aikido-san drove me around a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I was in a car.
So from my observations, that was probably the safest.
Yeah. Okay.
I too have driven in Hong Kong, and I would say it's incredibly safe. So I'm probably going to have to agree with you on that, to be honest.
Okay.
I think the most safe place I've driven a car in is Hong Kong, in Asia, right?
Yeah.
Next on the list would be, oh yeah, definitely Taiwan.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely Taiwan. I think we've got the same list here, don't we?
Yeah, probably.
When I drove around in Thailand, I felt pretty unsafe. There's a
Yeah.
lot of crap and a lot of chaos going on there. But it was definitely safer than here.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thailand's next for me. And then I've got to give both India and Vietnam a kind of a tie.
Okay.
Because, yeah, actually, India's probably worse than here.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I'd say it's probably worse than here. And
Okay.
that's just because of the sheer amount of people.
Sure.
You know, it's kind of like this, except there's cows on the road. And,
Right,
you know,
right.
like all these Mahindra Jeeps and stuff. And, yeah, it's very chaotic. It's very dusty and dirty. And, you know, like, it is what it is. So, yeah, India's probably the worst. This one's second worst. That's pretty
Okay.
much my list. Yeah.
Cool.
If you
nice.
if you want to do a motorcycle trip in Asia, like what we do, I honestly think the best place to go is Taiwan. 100%.
Yeah.
It's
Because you can do it fairly legally easily.
yeah, Yeah. Just get an IDP like we have now.
Right, right. And yeah, I would agree. Don't do this.
No,
We've said this too many times.
No.
So don't choose this one.
No, this is dangerous. It's incredibly cheap and easy to rent, and Taiwan is so beautiful to ride around.
It is.
And it's got such a good biker culture that you can literally just follow what the other people do. That's the beauty of it, is people do stick to the rules there. I mean, it's still Asia, but they stick to the rules. So what you can do is just follow them. If you're not sure what to do, just follow the locals, you know?
Right, right.
Don't follow the locals here. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I guess that's it. Anything you'd like to tell our subscribers before we sign off?
Whether you even ride motorcycles or not, or actually whether you are even in traffic or not. Maybe you're like, you take the subway or something. We appreciate you all the same, because actually, I'll ask you guys a question. What's the most dangerous country you've ever driven in?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
That's a very good question.
Subscribe if you haven't, and give us a like if you enjoyed this video.
Yeah, absolutely. And whether or not you enjoy these kind of seat of your pants adventures where you almost die every day as you go out riding, or you prefer the safety of your first world developed country and your rules and all that stuff, we love you all the same. So until next time, you know the drill. As always, stay awesome. ADV China every Monday, same time, same place. Wednesdays, Lao 86, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and of course, on Friday, just in time for a beer, Serpent ZA.